but you are kind of like a real life Hannah Montana. Let's be honest. You are a footballer and you are a scientist. What motivates you to keep both in your life?
Yeah, I always loved science. I always loved medicine. It was going to be my plan B if that Hail Mary email never fell onto their lap.
All right, Michelle Alozie, welcome to Sports and Ish. We are so happy to have you. We're going to talk about your life on the field, off the field, who you are as a soccer player and as a human being. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Of course. Well, there's so much to dive into, but I feel like the coolest part of your story, well, you have so many cool parts, but one of my favorite parts is this Hail Mary email that you made once upon a time to the head coach of the Dash. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for some context, you had a friend playing on the team and you made this cold email that you have called a Hail Mary. So take me
Mm-hmm.
back to that moment. What made you decide to do it and what made you decide to bet on yourself?
Yeah, at this time I was in Houston, like COVID was just finishing up, kind of like the world was opening up again. And I just finished my year at Tennessee and I was just kind of looking for a place to be. I ended up being at my sister's couch for a little bit. And thankfully she was in Houston and my really good friend Ally was on the team and I just messaged her and was like, "Hey, like do you think that it's a possibility that I can just like try out? Like, I don't even know. Like, it's professional soccer. Like, trying out just seems like not the thing to do." But she was like, "Michelle, here's all of their emails. Like, email them. We have practice players all the time. Like, you like should take this opportunity." And I was like, "Okay, like I'm just gonna email them." I sent them my clips from college and was just like, "Hey, I'm here in Houston. You don't have to house me. I'm like all good. Just please let me come to training." And they did, thankfully. I still talk about this to Twyla, who's now the sporting director at Houston. And I'm just like, just thank you so much for remembering me and like knowing me. She recruited me actually when she used to coach at Pepperdine. And so I was like, the soccer world is so, so small. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to make a connection with Twyla years ago that is now coming in clutch for me. So it was definitely a Hail Mary. I thank Ally so much for getting me those emails and just allowing the opportunity to happen.
I think it speaks volume about your courage, also about your friendship with Allie. I mean, what a good friend to be like, yeah, here are their emails, go for it. Tell me about
Mm-hmm.
that friendship.
No, I love her so much. We have been teammates since I think what U13, U14 days at Legends. And so we go way back. Like we've been friends since then. We stayed in touch through college. She was at USC and I was at Yale. And so through all those years, we've just always stayed in touch. And I knew it was definitely a person I can count on, especially coming to Houston. Like she was drafted there, so I knew she knew a little bit of the ins and outs of the pro soccer life. And so I love her so much. She just got married, so shout out to her. So
Oh,
so happy for
so
her.
so special. You have
Mhm.
made incredible strides for the visibility of African players on a national level. Talk to me about kind of the progress you've seen there.
Yeah, it was really important to me because I feel like people in general kind of didn't allow African footballers to shine. And I think obviously now having the likes of Temwa and Barbara and Rachel, even Aziza when she used to play in the States, really just opened the world to African football. And I think that allowing this pedestal, which I think we all deserve to be on, and just showing their flair and like how humble and exciting they are to watch and play, and me included. I'm just so grateful to even be in that conversation. I know I'm from the diaspora and they're like born in their countries respectfully, but I think it's just so important to have both of our different ideas of African football and mix it together for us to really shine and show it in the NWSL.
Totally. Well, we are now halfway through the season. You are on Chicago, your first year with them. Tell us about how you're feeling.
Yeah, I was so excited to join Chicago. Obviously, I got traded this year, and I was just really excited for what they're building here. And speaking to Laura and Karen and the coaches, I just knew that like something special was going to happen here in Chicago. And the first half of the season obviously didn't go as planned. We didn't really start off as we wanted to, but coming off of this break, we just got our first win back yesterday, and that was huge for us, especially versus Utah. It's a really good team. They're number one in our league currently. So to kind of start off this second half of the season with a win and just knowing that everything is finally clicking, like we are a new team, we're a young team, we have new coaches, everything is like a building block, and kind of seeing everything kind of fall in its pieces right now is amazing. So I hope that this just allows us to grow in momentum until and make a playoff push.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm about to drop a Hannah Montana reference, but you are kind of like a real life Hannah Montana. Let's be honest. You are a footballer and you are a scientist. So, talk to me about balancing both. What motivates you to keep both in your life, even though both are incredibly busy?
Yeah, I always loved science. I always loved medicine. It was gonna be my plan B if that Hail Mary email never fell fell onto their laps. And so I knew that even with my football career starting, it wasn't necessarily something that had some permanence because I was a trialist. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna get this contract. And I knew that I was in Houston. It is the Houston Medical Center is one of the best in the world.
Mm,
And so just to be right next to it, I knew I couldn't take that opportunity.
yeah.
And I was so in love with the lab that I was in there in pediatric oncology. And it was such a blessing to have my boss there, Dr. Stevens. She's come to multiple of my Houston Dash games, and it was just so amazing to do that. But I think just being able to fulfill a dream of mine, which is medicine, and being in the lab, like working for the betterment of people, that makes my heart so happy and fulfilled. And it's like a different fulfillment than what football does for me because that's like a passion. That's something that I've always wanted to do. That's something that I can inspire younger generations for. But to be able to also change generations with my other career path is amazing.
Amazing. Well, it's like almost you're like a multi-hyphenate athlete. Like you, the duality is really, really impressive. There are many female athletes, women in sports that do this, right? That play sports on a professional level, but also have passions outside. Are there any that you specifically look up to?
I have been obsessed with Nadia Nadim for so long. She is amazing. She has her own clinic in Denmark, I believe, and she's actually a doctor. Like I'm not actually a doctor, but she actually is a doctor, which I just think is mind blowing because
Yeah.
of how fascinating and talented she is. But to also have your doctorate degree is just insane, and to be running a clinic, it's just like what? Like how did you even have time for that? Like I'm
Right.
not sure. So it was amazing to, even play against her while she was here in the NWSL. Super grateful to be able to even grace her presence, but also to meet her and also tell her that I really do look up to her.
So incredible. Women, we really can do it all. Sometimes we shouldn't have to, but you guys are great examples of that. We can if we want to, if we
Hmm.
choose to. So very
Absolutely.
inspiring. We do a little bit of stalking in a very friendly, not creepy way before we interview. We noticed
Hmm.
that you might be a bit of a foodie. Is that right?
I am a foodie. Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Okay, so you're in Chicago now. Talk to us
Hmm.
about the deep dish pizza. How are we feeling?
I feel like I have a biased opinion because my first ever Chicago pizza experience was with my old teammate Maria Sanchez, who used to play here at Chicago. And she told me, like, Michelle, the only place you could go is Giordano's. Like, don't go to Luminaldi's. Don't go anywhere else. It's Giordano's. So I feel like I have to say that place, but it's
Yeah,
also really good. Yeah.
it's so good. You like it. Okay, have you tried
I
it
actually
like
really do like it.
good, 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 good. How about a Chicago dog, like a hot dog?
Okay, I'm not as convinced yet with the Chicago hot dogs because they have like nuclear looking relish on top and
Yes.
then also mustard. I'm like, I don't, I haven't been sold yet.
Okay, that's fine. How do you like your hot dog? What is your preferred topping?
I feel just nice and simple, like literally just ketchup, like very, very bland, I feel.
Yeah, no, that's me too. I fully agree. Okay, you have incredible style. Like just eat
Thank you.
down pregame. I love it. Tell me how you pick those outfits that you wear for the pregame fits.
It's always just so fun. I usually never know. A lot of people always ask me if like I plan in advance, and I'm like, no, it's literally like an hour before I have to leave, and I'm like, okay, what should I do? I think I try to work with a lot of different brands right now. I think I'm very focused on showcasing a lot of African styles
Mm.
this season, and so I love to just incorporate them in like all of my outfits. So it's usually just going with some grandiose like piece, but then everything else is like basic just to kind of like allow everything to mix well together and not overclash. But yeah, it's so fun. I have so much fun doing it. And I like one day want to dress like my whole entire team if they allow me.
Yes, yes, that would be so good. I feel like there's probably a lot of women, myself included, sometimes that just really don't know their personal style or personal identity. You can tell that
Mm.
you get it, you love it, and it just looks so good. So I vote for you to address the whole team. They need it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to music. How about an artist that you love that you feel like is a little bit underrated or needs more love?
Uh, it would probably be this Afrobeats artist. His name is Victony. I think he is so cool. And I think Afrobeats right now is really like blowing up, especially now that it's summertime. I feel like everyone wants like a little tune just to make it feel like summer. And I think he is so underrated. And everyone should really tune into him.
I love it. Okay, you have been on reality TV, Midge Purse's show, The
Yes.
Off Season,
Yeah.
so good. But reality TV is everywhere. I don't know if you're like tuned in to Love Island. I feel like
Of
that's
course.
everything right now. Tell me a reality TV show that you would want to go on.
Uh, it honestly would be Love Island, but then I say no because the challenges are so cringy. Like I couldn't do that. So never mind. Let me think about this. Actually, now thinking about it, the I don't know if you remember Real World.
Oh, yes, do I
It used to
remember?
be on MTV forever ago. I
Yeah.
think that's my type of reality TV where you're just like living life with like new people and it's not like all these crazy challenges that are going on. But kind of like that, like you're just like meeting new people, you're in a house, like living. That seems like really fun.
Bring back Real World.
No, please do. Like, I don't even know the last episode. It was probably like years ago. Like, I feel like I aged myself even talking about Real World. I don't think many people remember it,
Girl,
but
I'm with you.
great reality show.
I loved the Real World. And then they took it like a step further with like the Road Rules challenges, like a
Yes,
spin-off.
yes.
So
So
good.
cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. The like little kids are like, what are you guys talking
The
about? What's
real
Real
world.
World? Oh man. Well, this has been so much fun to get to know you on a deeper level, and we are so excited to see you the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.
Thank you for coming.